Not anymore? They can't be there for half a semester?
You can't replace a teacher with a substitute.
For half a semester? Is there a limitation now?
I have a lot. The long-term ones you're probably referring to, where the certified teacher sitting in that teacher classroom, she taught facility.
Okay, all righty. So you can have a substitute long-term. And did you have another long-term, teacher out long-term this year?
Not now, it's going on time to the online facility. I've had several for 3 or 4 days.
For how long?
3 or 4 days.
Now, when did Mr. Coach Redding actually get your letter of November 18th? Was it on the 18th?
I believe so.
Okay. In the school policy, does it define how many days is excessive days?
Day for absences.
Yeah, does it give a special, does it give a number? That's all I have, thank you.
Let me ask you a couple of questions before we sit down. If the substitutes are not certified to teach health, odds are they're not going to understand the details of what they're having to teach these students, are they? And not going to have been there leading up to that subject, are they? It's going to be lost as a goose, aren't they, really?
They're keeping order.
They're keeping order, that's right. All right, now, look at your exhibit there, the teachers like the exhibit, and look on page, well, what's the number? 7. Look at number 7, tab number 7. See it? Come on, just pull it out. Look at it.
There's
Do you see tab 7?
tab 7.
Look at the 5th page. Page 59 is what it says at the bottom. Okay. That says certified personnel family medical leave, does it not? All right, flip over on page 60. They're not in numerical order, it's not all in here. You see medical certification.
Correct.
And it says the required medical certification from a licensed practicing healthcare provider of the need for family medical leave for reasons, whatever 3 and 4 are supposed to be given, including duration. Is it not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And specifically, did you get any notification from a doctor or anything, or certification, whether it was for being off for 2 days or 1 day or periodic days? None. Correct?
Correct.
And whether the letter that you were looking at, and I'm sorry, I don't remember the number, but the letter dealing with the young man you read a while ago, you said it didn't come to you until you saw this stuff. But that doesn't deal with him being gone, does it? I mean, that deals with the student. Okay. And so, you would assume that Mr. Redding, I guess, if he was going to have to be out for that purpose, you would have gotten a letter from this doctor saying he has to be out because of his son's periodic impossible.
Yes, sir.
And it doesn't say for sure, by the way, does it? Doesn't use the word may. It may be necessary. Here's a copy of it right here. See if that's the same thing. It doesn't say will or shall, it says may.
Yes, sir.
And that's just possible. But again, it said nothing about Mr. Redding being out, does it? And he has other family members around too, doesn't he? All right, let's see. Again, I may have asked you this now. You got no certification from a doctor that Mr. Redding had strep throat or any other problem, did you? Okay, other than the heart stuff. You didn't get that either, did you? Okay. All you got is what he told you. Nothing from a doctor saying your nose is bleeding. It's part of what family medical leave says, or school policy says you'll do, doesn't it? Right? Well, it could have been anything, could it not? All right, let me see here. Sick leave bank is to make sure that people don't lose income, doesn't it?
Correct.
It doesn't have anything to do with whether or not they get to keep their job if they're not renewed for missing 2 months. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
That's all.
Well, problem with attorneys is they get to go after you. He kept it going. So, under the school sick leave policy, is the teacher required to give you a notice from the doctor if they've been to the doctor?
Not that I'm aware of.
All right, so Coach Redding complied with that sick leave policy in that vein, in that he was not required to give you a doctor's notice or a doctor's note.
I have never asked him.
All right, okay. Now, in the tab number 7 that Mr. On that page 59, is one of the reasons that under number 3, eligibility for someone to miss pursuant to the Family Medical Leave Act in order to care for a spouse or a son, daughter, or parent of the employee.
What are you asking? Is it, there was never any mention about family medical.
I understand that, but he asked you a question about that provision, so I get to ask you a question about that provision. So we're looking at number 3, and really my question is this. The sick leave policy of the school district allows someone to miss school in order to care for a son or a daughter or a parent. Is that right?
Correct.
So, or a spouse. So when Coach Redding was saying, I'm going for my son, or I'm sick, or my dad died, that's allowable under the sick leave policy, isn't it? And it's allowable under the sick leave statute. Is that right? If you don't know the sick leave law in Arkansas. Okay. All right, that's all I have. Thank you.
That's all I have at this time from this witness. Call Mr. Crowe. Just leave that there, leave that there. Yeah, take your, yeah. Don't run off. Okay, tell us who you are.
James Trammell, Superintendent,
Alpena School. How long have you been here, sir?
6 years.
Before that, did you serve as superintendent somewhere?
I did at St. Joe and Ozark Mountain School District.
Okay. You've been in the school business several years, obviously.
24.
Okay. Looking at the district's exhibit number 1, you sent a letter to Mr. Redding recommending he be, telling him you want to recommend he be nominated.
That's correct.
Tell us, if you would, why you made that, why, are you making that recommendation now?
Yes.
All right, tell us why.
Excessive absenteeism, and the reasons stated in my letter. Those exceeded under the district sick leave and personal leave policies. In my opinion, his absences have substantially adversely affected the education of the students, because we've been forced to use substitute teachers who in some and in most cases were not certified. And in my opinion, his absences have been a major disruption for the students, because they don't know who their teacher will be from day to day. There's no continuity in what is taught and how it's taught.
All right, so let's talk about these. Okay. Do you know how many days he missed?
Total 46, I think.
Okay. That's on 178 day contract.
Contact, yes.
And Do you know what percentage that is of actual work days he missed?
Yeah, it's almost a fourth of them.
You said in your first reason he had excessive absences, that's the day you're talking about, correct?
Correct.
All right, now, then you said that this has adversely affected the education of those students assigned in his class because of substitutes. What do you mean? Why is
So
that?
kids are not taught. I mean, there's a reason why the state has certification procedures for teachers. So that they know the subject matter that they're teaching. Substitutes don't have that certification.
Can you hire a substitute for a long-term basis that's not certified?
No.
All right, now, you've got a list, I guess, that these schools have to go by, that your schools have to go by,
A list.
of possible substitutes.
So I think each school has their own list.
All right. And if they're not certified, what can they do?
Just keep them in the classroom, basically.
What if they have lesson plans, say, in health?
Well, there are certain things that they can probably guide them through some work stuff, but as far as actual teaching and being an expert or having expertise in that subject, the likelihood of that's almost.
So health teachers have to have some expertise to be certified with the state.
Yes,
And what do you do to get certified if
you
you,
have to take courses, there'll be some college courses that will relate back to being able to teach health.
that you have to pass?
Yes,
You also said that it has been a major disruption for the students because they don't know who's gonna be there one day from that. What happened? What do you mean?
if I went back and took a look at the list of the substitutes, and the gentleman before me testified, you go through a list, and you kind of, who do you get to that day? There's nothing consistent about the person. And even though they're not certified, it's not even consistent on
Who it is?
who it is. Yeah.
You kind of take, it's kind of grab back if you call it.
It
right.
is somewhat, yes, it is.
If you have advance notice, like notice of the Family Medical Leave Act, you might be able to have some continuity out of this.
And we have done that.
Mr. Redding didn't, or did the principal give us that opportunity to do it?
No.
Now, did you have occasion to talk to Mr. Redding when all this was going on?
I did.
Remember when that was?
October 25.
What did you tell him?
But I was concerned about the number of absences that he had. I knew that his father had been sick and had passed away. And after that deal, I came in and it was frankly not so much from the standpoint of probably a warning, but not a threatening type warning.
What was his reaction?
He understood that he had missed too much. He understood that. Very congenial in the meeting. There was nothing controversial. There was no antagonism between either one of us. He expressed that it would change, that he was going to start being there. And,
Let me ask you, did it? Did it change?
no.
Can continue right on? Did it even pick up the next several days?
Well, actually, the day that I talked to him, he indicated that probably a couple of more days that semester he needed to be gone. And other than that, he fully expected to be there. And frankly, he missed the next 2 days. And it was at school today, and was gone another day. We missed 3 of the next 4 days that I'm aware of.
But
I
it
can
did,
remember.
but it continued missing even in spite of what he told us.
Yes.
Okay. You recall how many days he missed after that?
After my conversation,
Yeah.
I actually don't remember.
If I told you 14.5, would that be close?
Actually, I don't think that's enough.
More than that?
I think I'd have to go back and look at the actual list and see what was missed after we put it out, but that could.
Have you received any verification